everyone, how are you all? I think you all are fine. So how are your studies are going on? So from 2 weeks you are waiting for this chapter, the fundamental unit of life. I know that. In comments there like so many people message me and I replied to them that soon the video will be uploaded. But soon the video did not upload because due to some YouTube issues are there. That's why I did not upload a video. Now I'm going to shoot this video. Before going to start the chapter, subscribe to this channel, like to this channel, and share to your friends or relatives, anyone. So you know that all textbooks are changed of class 9. In science, that second chapter is there now, the cell building block of life. That chapter, the fundamental unit of life, these both chapters are same, but the name was changed. The chapter name was changed. That's it. Nothing is there. So, if you understand whatever I explain, if you understand the concepts easily, definitely you can score out of good marks. You can score. Okay, but in that, what is there? Because like some topics are included. That's it. If you understand this concept, definitely you can score good marks. Okay, but new topics are included in that. Okay, let's start our chapter, the fundamental unit of life. Example will take, this is building. So we are living in a building. The basic structure of building are bricks. So room, we are living in a room. So the basic structure of room are walls. So building, bricks, and whereas room are walls. Okay, so now we are going to discuss living things and non-living things. Living things means what you have learned in till primary. Also you learned, you know, living things and non-living things, but again I am going to explain you. See, living things are nothing but like the living things which they have life and they can move from one place to another place. Example, humans, plants, animals. Okay, living things has crores of cells in it and crores of atoms in it, whereas non-living things doesn't have life and cannot move from one place to another place. And examples of non-living things: chair, bench, cupboard, etc. Non-living things doesn't have cells, it has only crores of cells in it. Understood? Now we are going to discuss discovery of cell. Who discovered a cell? Robert Hooke had discovered a cell in 1665. Robert Hooke. Robert Hooke had discovered a cell in 1665. Robert Hooke had discovered a cell in 1665. Understood? So, how he had discovered a cell? One day, see, this is a tree. You all know. So, he took a bark of tree. It has cork cells and dead cells in it. Cork cells, which are also known as dead cells. So, here, that he had observed in a magnifying glass that the bark of tree looks like honeycomb-like structure. It looks like honeycomb-like structure. You all know honeycomb-like structures now? Honeybees. So, honeycomb-like structure, inside the small holes are there. He considered that small holes as small rooms. So, small rooms Latin word is cell. Small rooms Latin word is cell. Understood? So, he had discovered a cell in this way. Whereas another discovery, Leeuwenhoek. Who? Leeuwenhoek. Leeuwenhoek. So, another discovery name was Leeuwenhoek. Leeuwenhoek had discovered living cells in 1674. In 1674, Leeuwenhoek had discovered living cells in 1674. How he had discovered? One day, he took some water from the pond and he had observed in the magnifying glass that some cells are moving from one place to another place. He had discovered living cells in this way in 1674. Understood? These are the discoveries. In our textbook it is there, the fundamental unit of life. Understood? Now we are going to discuss the new topic, cell theory. Okay? Cell theory. We are going to discuss the topic cell theory. Okay, cell theory is nothing but just now I told some discoveries who has discovered some living cells. Now about this discoveries, many other scientists gave conclusion and they kept some rules and some organisms like structures are nothing but cell theory. Okay, cell. What do you mean by cell? Cells are basic structural and functional unit of life. Without cells we can't live. Okay, we will be not alive, na? Cells are basic structural and functional unit of life. Understood? Cells can be created by pre-existing cells. That means new cells can be created by old cells. Understood? And every living system is made up of cells. Understood? Cell theory is that. If you write this point, you definitely get good marks. Okay? What I told just now, some points about cell theory now. Definitely you'll get good marks. Okay? If you write that points. Okay? Understand this chapter carefully, listen carefully. Okay? Now we are going to discuss two types of organisms. Two types of organisms. Two types of organisms. Excuse me. One is unicellular. One is unicellular organism and the second one is multicellular organism. Multicellular organism. By seeing this only you can understand what are those meanings, what are those definitions and what are those. So by seeing this only you can understand just how I told. So unicellular organism means uni means what? Single. Uni means single. And multi means what? Many. So unicellular organism means uni means single. They are made up of only one type of cell. Okay. Example bacteria, etc. Okay. The multicellular means multi means many. They are made up of many type of cells. Example humans, plants, animals. Okay. You understand this topic now? Concept? So now we are going to discuss multicellular. So multicellular organisms have so many different type of cells in it. Okay, those have different shape. Those have different shape, size, and function. Different shape, size and function. Okay. So example will take. Example will take brain. So brain has so many crores of cells in it. So the cell is in different shape, size, and what function it will do? It gives the information to other parts. So now I am explaining you the chapter. Who is telling to me explain? The brain was giving the message to me. That's why I am explaining you the chapter. Understood? So shape, different shape means like maybe it is in circle, triangle, square, any shape, etc. Any shape. I don't know. Size, maybe it is big or maybe it is small, maybe it is moderate, any size. Whereas function, it gives the information to other parts. Understood? Another example will take. So another example will take. Okay. What example? Heart will take. Heart has so many crores of cells in it. So the cell is in different shape, size, function. What function it will do? It pumps the blood. Understood? Okay. This is the multicellular organisms. Understood? Understood the concept? I think so. So now we are going to discuss the compound microscope we are going to discuss. So we want to see the cells. How we can see? We can see cells, huh? No, no. Then how we will see the cells? With an instrument called compound microscope. With that we can see the cells. Compound microscope also contains magnifying lens so that we can see the cells clearly. So there is one activity in our textbook. Okay. So just now I told there is one activity in our textbook of the fundamental unit of life. So what are you thinking? This is what? Onion. What is this? Onion. So we should cut a piece of onion. And you think this is a compound microscope? I don't know how to draw. Okay, think it is a compound microscope. So it also contains magnifying lens to see clearly. So when I put this piece of onion here, it looks like honeycomb-like structure. It looks like honeycomb-like structure. So it also has small holes in it. It also has small holes. Okay, it looks like this. So in this many things present in it. So is nothing but cell organelle. Cell organelle. Cell organelle. Okay. Cell organelle. There are many things present in it. It's nothing but cell organelle. Understood? So now we are going to discuss detailedly about cell organelle. Okay. So now we are going to discuss cell organelle more detailedly. So what do you mean by cell organelle? Just now I told many things present in it is nothing but cell organelle. So the components of a cell, the things present in it is nothing but cell organelle. So the components of a cell and the things present in it is nothing but cell organelle. So there are three types of cell organelle. What are those? Plasma membrane. One is plasma membrane. Plasma membrane is also known as cell membrane. Cell membrane. And the second one is cytoplasm. And the third one is nucleus. Okay. So this outer one is called plasma membrane. And also it is called as cell membrane. So the inner one, the fluid one is called cytoplasm. And the middle dot is it is called nucleus. So what do you mean by plasma membrane? Outer covering of a cell that separates from external environment. That means this outer one is called plasma membrane. It separates from external environment. Okay, is nothing but plasma membrane and also called as cell membrane. So plasma membrane is made up of proteins and lipids. Understood the plasma membrane? Now we are going to discuss about the cytoplasm. What do you mean by cytoplasm? Fluid. This is like fluid, watery, like fluid, jelly like substance. It contains so many cell organelles present in it. They all are floating. Is nothing but cytoplasm. And the nucleus. What is nucleus? Main head of the cell. Understood? Now now we are going to discuss semi-permeable or selectively permeable membrane. That means only it will allow some substances inside and it can come outside. Okay, semi-permeable and selectively permeable, anyways we can call. So in this means only some substances it will allow inside and it can come outside. Like example we'll take oxygen, carbon dioxide. Oxygen it will allow inside because it is necessary, and carbon dioxide it will release because it is necessary. Another example I'll give you. Water and other stuffs. Water it will allow inside because it is necessary, whereas other stuffs it is not necessary, so it will block there only. So here now we are going to discuss diffusion. Diffusion means like mixing of molecules are called diffusion. Diffusion. Now diffusion. So diffusion means a passage of higher concentration to lower concentration is called diffusion. Without the semi-permeable membrane or with semi-permeable membrane, the substances can go inside and can come outside. It's nothing but diffusion. So what do you mean by higher concentration to lower concentration? So what do you mean by higher concentration to lower concentration? You may get doubt about that. So for example, I'll give you one example, okay? Simple example. So I closed my door. I closed my hall door, living room. Okay, and outside there is so much of oxygen is there, whereas inside less amount of oxygen is there. When I open my door, the oxygen is entering to a room. So here we'll conclude higher concentration to lower concentration. Another example I'll give you. I closed my bedroom door. In kitchen, when mom do puja, that doop will be there now, doop stick. When we burn that, the smell will come nicely now. We'll keep for gods now. So when I open my bedroom door, the smell is entering to a bedroom. The smell is entering from like kitchen to bedroom. Okay, here we'll conclude higher concentration to lower concentration. Understood? This means higher concentration to lower concentration. Now the main important topic we are going to discuss. So which topic? Osmosis. Osmosis. This topic we are going to discuss. Osmosis means what? Means what? A passage of higher concentration to lower concentration through a semi-permeable membrane. So you think that definition is same, but the definition is not same. The definition is same of higher concentration to lower concentration. Here we'll conclude semi-permeable membrane. Here we'll not conclude. Understood? So why here we'll conclude osmosis? Because without semi-permeable membrane in osmosis, the substances can't go inside and can't come outside. With the semi-permeable membrane only, the substances can go inside and can come outside. Understood? So there is one activity on based on osmosis. So now I'll teach you that, okay? So you can observe here 3 beakers. In first beaker, equal amount of water and cell is there. Cell is there. In cell doesn't have water. So the beaker, this water will go into the cell. That time what cell will happen? The cell become fat. That means cell swells. Cell swells. Cell swells. This one is called hypotonic solution. Hypotonic solution. Hypotonic solution. Understood? Here, in this beaker, less amount of water, more salt is included in it, and in the cell there are more water. So this water will release into the beaker. That time what cell will become? Small. Means shrinkage of cell. Shrinkage of cell. Shrinkage of cell. This is nothing but hypertonic solution. hypertonic solution. Hypertonic solution. In third beaker, equal amount of water in beaker and equal amount of water in cell also is nothing but what? Isotonic solution. Isotonic solution. Understood? Isotonic solution. You understood this activity? So in the next part the video will be uploaded. More topics are included in next topic. Bye. Okay, bye.